Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to paint this Blood Angels captain. I already made a video unboxing and assembling this miniature, so in case that you're interested I'm going to leave the link in the description. But now it's time to paint, and the first thing that I'm going to do is to prime the miniature. For that I'm going to use Chaos Frag from Citadel. Miniature prime, and now I'm going to apply a very thin layer of Abaddon Black on all those elements that I want to be black, like for example the Power Fist, the Inferno Pistol, the inside parts of the Power Armor, and of course the outside part of the cape. At this point I would like to mention that at first I thought about painting this miniature with a gold color, but I was not sure about that, so I decided to ask you, and thank you very much for everyone that voted. It seems like red was the favorite option, and that's why the next color that I'm going to use is Corn Red. I'm going to use this color to paint the Power Armor. I'm aware that it would have been much easier to just paint everything red and later at some point put null oil on the miniature, so like that I will have all these nice shadows. But I don't know, this is a captain, so I thought that it would be nice to take an extra time to try to make it very nicely. Especially because I think that I'm going to apply null oil later anyway, because I made some mistakes, I have some irregular parts, so I would like to correct them later. But as I said, that's something for later. Now I'm going to paint the cape of this captain. And for that I'm going to use two different colors, a light grey and white. For the light grey I'm going to use Dawnstone, and then for the white I'm going to use Wraithbone. I'm going to continue painting white, but in this case Corax white. I'm going to use this color to paint the feathers here, the feathers on the fist, and also I'm going to apply a very small highlight on the most exposed areas of this cape. Later I will talk a little bit more about the color scheme and the choices that I made, but my biggest issue with this specific character is that he looks too much in the box art to a regular Blood Angels intercessor, and I want to change that. To differentiate this Blood Angels captain from a regular Blood Angel, I'm going to apply as much gold as possible. I'm going to paint around the shoulder pads, I'm going to paint this part of the pistol, I'm going to paint the halo, laurels, some decoration on the wings, and around every single blood drop on the power armor. For that I'm going to use Balthasar Gold. To finish with the base colors, now I'm going to use Lead Belcher to paint the tubes in the helmet, the pistol, and I'm also going to paint this tube that is there on the Power Fist. It's not very visible now, it will be more when I paint it, and of course some details in the back. At this point I have a lot of small mistakes around the miniature, but I don't mind because I still have to apply paint over those areas, so I'm going to correct them naturally. And now that we applied all the base colors, I'm going to proceed with the shades, and I'm going to use 2 of them. First, I'm going to use Null Oil on the feathers and all the silver elements. After that, I'm going to use Agrax Earth Shade. I'm going to apply this shade to all the gold elements, to the purity seal that we have here, and also to the power armor because I want to enhance those gaps a little bit more. Shades applied, and now we can start with the highlights. I'm going to start with the metallic colors, and I'm going to use Retributor Armor to highlight the gold color, and then I'm going to use Stormhost Silver to obviously highlight the silver color. And I forgot to mention it, but now I'm going to apply Runelord Brass to the pistol. It is time to start working on the red parts of the power armor, and for that I'm going to use 2 different reds. First, I'm going to use Mephiston Red, and after that, on the areas that are going to be the most exposed ones, I'm going to apply Evil Sun Scarlet. To highlight the black color, first I'm going to use Ashen Grey, and after that I'm going to use Dawnstone to highlight the edges of the areas that are going to be the most exposed. We're almost there. Now I would like to paint all the bloodstones. I'm going to do exactly the same with all of them. First, I'm going to paint them with Abaddon Black. After that, I'm going to apply a little bit of Corn Red. Then I'm going to apply Wild Rider Red. And then to finish, I will just add a little bit of Corax White. This captain is almost done, but before I finish I would like to continue with the base, and now I will apply some technical paint. I'm going to use Astro Granite. Now that the technical paint is dry, I'm going to use Abaddon Black to paint among all those gaps on the base and also to paint the border. And after that, I'm going to use Wraith Bone to dry brush around the base and also to paint all those blocks. To finish with the decoration of the power armor of this captain, I'm going to use Abaddon Black to add some writing to the parchment of this purity seal, and after that I'm going to use Corax White. I'm going to use this color to add some decorations to this shoulder pad and this shoulder pad, and aside from that I would like to add an extra final highlight to this wing that we have here. To finish this captain, now we just need to paint the eyes. For that, first I'm going to use Cabalite Green, and after that I'm going to apply Cyberite Green. And this is it, this is the final result, this is how I painted my Blood Angels captain. Obviously, I invite you to let me know in the comments what you think about this miniature, because you know that I care a lot about your opinions. I'm going to repeat that I love this miniature, I like a lot the design, and I will always praise miniatures like this that give us a lot of customization options. This was a very fun miniature to paint, and of course it was great to share this whole experience with all of you. And of course, if you like what I do and you would like to support my work, I invite you to check the link to my Patreon in the description. I have to say that I'm very happy with the colors that I choose for this miniature. I'm very happy about the color scheme, but before I talk a little bit more about that, I would like us to take a look at the box art. First of all, this miniature is painted much better than mine, so I'm not going to criticize that. My issue is that this one looks super similar to this one. So when I asked you about which color should I use for this captain and you said red, I was like, okay, then I have to change something on this miniature because I want this captain to be like super noticeable and different from a regular intercessor. I know that Blood Angels veterans can have gold helmets, but in my case I wanted those laurels to be gold, so I was like, no, I need the helmet to be red, because like that the laurels are going to be like noticeable and they are like going to look nice. So yes, I wanted to have like a proper red helmet. For the shoulder pads I decided to go for gold and black, because especially because of this one. I did this with my Sanguinary guard and I like that a lot, so I decided to take that here as well. And I was like, okay, this is going to be like the proper Sanguinary guard that I'm assembling and painting right now, and this one is going to be like pure black and gold. And I decided to have like some gold on the power armor. First I tried with this upper part as an experiment, but it looked like a necklace, so I decided like it's not going to be like that. I was going to push that even further and add much more gold to all those edges. And to me, this actually looks very good because it reminds me of Astorath. So yes, I'm happy with this decision and I think that it looks great. Of course, this whole painting process and all those extra details were very time consuming, but I think it's worth it because I mean, we're talking about a captain here, so it's always worth it to spend that little bit of extra more time and try to make him like stand out over the regular Space Marines. And with all of that being said, this is the end of the video, so I hope that you like this miniature, and if you're still here, as always, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time!